it, or is it's just a process?
I think that has more to do with, um, both of our playing is tied to our um, our upbringing and our situations, our circumstances we've been through in life.
Mm-hmm.
What people hear when they hear people like you and I play is they hear, like you always said, the story.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have anything else. I don't have no book information to tell you or know really what chord I'm reaching for in the math of guitar. Like, I know this chord being played, so I'm about to riff this lick.
Mm-hmm.
You just playing what you feel from your heart.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But you pulling on times, and when you say, how do you take that, how do you place that short thing in there and say so much? It has to do with when you're growing up, like I grew up, and people always kind of stifling you and telling you, now we don't want to hear that right now, or you learn to say something important really quickly.
Mm.
You learn to get in the space. I used to sit around adults a lot when I was a kid and hear them talking, like to be and listening to conversations. Something about wisdom always attracted me. So, but I remember I used to try to get in the conversation, and grown folks be like, all right, I heard we let you do it 1, 2, maybe 3 times, but 4th time you got to get out of grown folk conversation.
Yeah, grown folk conversation. Yeah.
But that stuff like that stays with you, and then you being a guy that didn't talk much coming up, my guitar is where I spoke more. So, and then on records, you take your ability to think through a record and being like, okay, I don't have but so much space between these keyboards and this bass and this and the percussion and the vocal. I gotta find a place in there to be worth my money or worth the reason they called me.
Mm.
But I'm not the focal point. I'm one of the smallest elements in a record. But how do you be such a small element yet be the element they can't take out? You have to say something that doesn't, that will, if you took it out, it would change the color of the record.
Dynamics, yeah.
They try, they can't. It's become, you make yourself such a part of it that they can't, even however small it is, you just do it, even if it's just a see, it's the, if you took that out of that whole line, that whole progression, all you got is, it's the glue. You make yourself the glue, and they can't take it out. You can't.
So let me ask you this, Rick. This generation that's coming up now, younger guys who just ripping and they just tearing it up, and they know the theory of it. What would you say to them to get to that level, or is it has a lot to do with just life experience, or because knowledge is everything? But what I do know about you, Rick, your foundation, you came up on a strong spiritual foundation. Does that play a part of getting to that part?
It definitely does, because it's not how you play, it's how you think. So I'm a product of a lot of stuff. So when I'm playing guitar, I'm not thinking musically, I'm thinking in a life way. In other words, if I apply something correct from life and interpret that musically, it'll fit musically. So in other words, like those, you want to be in place. You don't want to be, everybody's over here and you playing something from over here. You want to be playing inside of what's going on.
Right.
But know your place. Be aware. My role right now is here. It's not here. So the awareness. So when I say bring stuff from life, when I talk about, people that know me know I talk about humility and pride a lot. So I'm taking a humble, what's the humble approach? Humble to me and humility to me is awareness in reality of who you are and where you stand amongst everything around you, where you fit in correctly. Like you know, you might be a scale of 1 to 10, you might not be a 8, but you're not a 1.